My name is Felina Alvarado, and I'm the founder and CEO of Capacity Building and Policy Experts. I think we can all agree that the Ukrainian invasion is evolving into a terrible humanitarian crisis. It's in times like these, though, that nonprofits step up to fill in the gaps and meet the greatest needs of the most vulnerable. This is what's happening in Ukraine at this moment. I want to share a story with you about a woman by the name of Olga Guzhva. She is a media expert for the Kharkiv National University and a co-founder of the Consortium of Veteran Organization of the East. This organization, until recently, focused on providing services for veterans. Since the invasion, though, they've pivoted to focus on providing humanitarian aid for the most vulnerable. Hopefully, you will use this information to identify NGOs or nonprofits that can step in and help in the Ukrainian cause.
Hello, this is Felina Alvarado with Capacity Building and Policy Experts, and I am currently in the company of Olga Guzhva, and she is currently in Ukraine right now. And can you share with us first your what you do? Give us a little bit of background about yourself. And then we can go into some of the experiences you're having at the moment, and then possible solutions. So please.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Olga. I'm from Ukraine, and now I'm in Kharkiv in the front line where the struggle, the hard battle now taking part. I am a sociologist, the second education psychology. I work at Kharkiv National University that was totally bombed during this day and destroy almost all building and infrastructure of our university as a whole city of Kharkiv. I am also a co-founder of Consortium of the Veteran Organization of the East. It unites 5 the biggest veteran organizations from this part, 20,000 of members. And what are we doing before? We try to implement a different kind of program of reintegration of veteran in society. It was our task. But now all the society in this situation.
So what can you share with us some of the experiences that you've had since the conflict began? I know initially you were at the border where the conflict initially began, but you've been evolving and moving to different places in order to find, I'm assuming, safety and to get away from the violence. Would you be able to share with us what your experience have been so far and those of your family?
Okay, yes, I can share this experience. It's taken part with me for a month, and I just want to point out this war, Russia with Ukraine, 8 years. It's not only 11 days that we now have escalation. Mm-hmm. It's 8 years. If we're talking about my experience during the month, I assist most biggest media from United States, Norway, France, Italy, Britain, and we go to the front line to highlight the situation, what really happened, because Russian fakes shows that there exists some provocation from Ukrainian part. Mm-hmm. And we just go to the front line and see what really happened, who is shooting and why is shooting, what's the mood of the soldiers of Ukraine, what's the mood in people who lives in the villages nearby. And the day before the war start, the whole war in all country, we was also on front line, and we was under shooting in this, and we come back in a safe Kiev and decided to sleep a little bit. And then 5 o'clock, we woke up because of the air bombing of Kiev, and it's also my family woke up in Kharkiv. And I spent 7 days in Kiev because I need to evacuate my team of journalists who are abroad. and then I have a long trip home, and now I'm in Kharkov with my family, and we try to decide it how to stay alive. It is first task for us, and then how to help people who decided to stay here because infrastructure is destroyed, and we need food, water, support, psychological support. And the case is that even if you have money, you can buy it. Now it is here because they even shooting on the shops. Today we have an accident that the Russian army shoot on the shop and the line of people who staying to buy a water. So it can you imagine that army shooting on the shops in the day and for the children and people? So this is our reality now.
Mhm. That's harrowing. What is the mood around you from the Ukrainians at the moment?
Okay, when you're asking me this question, you should devise that I am belong to the my surrounding, my people. It's like volunteer as I am, and they're all doing their job. They're on duty. All my friends in territorial defense unit now. The other who can't join because territorial defense units say that that's enough, just wait. You even can't imagine how many people go to defend their countries, their land now, and they just volunteer, and we all do as more as possible. We do not sleep 24 hours per day. We try to evacuate people who want to leave this territory. We try to evacuate people his flat and houses was destroyed. So it's a lot of work now, and we try to manage it. And there are no logistic, no understanding how it is possible. For example, I have some humanitarian support, some foods, but I have no ability to drive to this food because it's shooting and it's unsafe. So it's a really crazy situation. And of course, we have a part of people who are desperate, who are in panic, who are crying, and they don't know what to do. They don't know where to go, how to live, and they're totally desperate. And the case is that they shooting on civilian. It's not a war like with military men. They choose a target, a civilian, a hospital. They're shooting on hospital where women have born a baby. So it's like it's crazy situation. And of course, in this situation, the biggest part of society decided to move, especially who has destroyed houses or flats. They do not have any possibility to stay, and it is so.
You've mentioned that the infrastructure is has been gravely impacted, and that the infrastructure isn't there to access either food or basic necessities. What role should NGOs be playing at this moment to get food and resources to you, and how is that possible? What coordination should be taking place?
What we do now, we have connection with volunteers in Lviv and near the border cities, and they try to organize. I can't say that it's already fixed. They try to organize some transfer from the border, some things, food, and it's not only the necessary. We need some things like toothpaste, shampoo, and some other things because some people lost everything, and they try to organize logistic to Kharkiv. And of course, it's the most complicated way because all the roads sometimes is blocked, sometimes it is shooting, and especially it's a bad situation in small villages near the Kharkiv because in Kharkiv there are a railway station and some support will come to Kharkiv, but it's a main city. The problem is to get to this support. So we just now try to find out a solution. I can't say you what is the best solution. I just want to say that we need this help, and let's together think how it would be, how this help can be driven directly to me, for example, because of course in general we have some support, but if we're talking about average people, they do not have such kind of access to this support.
Have you seen any nonprofits other than the one that you've organized actually providing supports? Is it just impromptu volunteers at this moment?
Of course, we in Ukraine now have a lot of organization in each city. They united and they have like a center of volunteers, and in this center unites a lot of organization. And of course, in some time, would be a very powerful work. But I'm talking about now, and we also join this network that all organization has his target groups, and we work with like local communities group, for example. Our community is veterans and their families, and they now they the most vulnerable group because they do not have any support from all the husbands, brothers, and sons. They are on front line, and they even do not have opportunity to buy medicine. So we work directly with this target group, and also we support students and staff of Karasin National University who are staying in hostels and dormitories, who do not have opportunity to live, and this is our second target group. And of course, we have a lot of organizations that united and they try to do their best, but what is very complicated in this situation is the logistic issue and communication, and how to bring this support to direct person.
So in terms of triaging the priorities, if you were to make recommendations to triage the priorities on how to best help you, could you outline the first three things that should be done?
First thing that we need is maybe financial support, because we can order some products and some issues abroad, and then ask volunteers from Lviv to transfer it to Kharkiv. It's a first issue. The second, if you can buy that we have a list what we need. If you can buy this kind of products and ship it to the border, and then we connected with me, and I connected and try to organize transfer, it would be the best way, because sometimes some issue, even if you have money, you can buy it in Ukraine, because there are not anymore. Everyone was bought already.
Okay. In terms of medium, at the point in which maybe the violence comes to an end, there's two possible options: either the Russian incursion succeeds, or this Russian incursion fails. In the event that the Russian incursion succeeds, what types of logistical supports or NGO supports or international supports will will the people of Ukraine and yourself need?
I have a talk with almost all the media in United States. Also, we have talk yesterday with some media from Kentucky, and we have talked with the Voice of America. And what I want to say is that all the actors all over the world, if they stand for democracy, for human rights, and for humanity, they should unite in this issue. And each Russian person who has a Russian background should feel a responsibility, physically feel. If they have a grant or cooperation with any NGO, any fund, research, or whatever, they should pay some percent from this grant to rebuild Ukraine, not personally to my NGO or whatever NGO, but to the rebuilding of Ukraine. They all of them are guilty, because it's war started not 11 days ago. It continues 8 years, and they have an opportunity to say no, to say stop this violence, because it's like a genocide. It's not a war. They just killing people because they are Ukrainian.
In the event that the Russian invasion is not successful, what type of supports will Ukraine need, and will you need in order to rebuild from NGOs and from the international community?
It is very hard now to define because we do not have, if you live in this situation, you just do not have opportunity to plan ahead, to think ahead. You just, what we do in the morning, we check if everyone is alive. About the international community, I think now international community doing a lot. But it's too late now because now we have already an invasion and people are killing and they're killing every day. And what can do the international community it be united and to talk with the average person, to try to talk with the average person from the Russia and to explain and to show the pictures and to show what really happened, because they're still living in some situations that everything is like Hollywood movie, and it's Ukrainian shooting Ukrainian, and it's not nothing happened. It's just a special operation, and so on, so on, and. I think yes, it's we have to talk about this. We have to talk everywhere, and personally, each citizen of any country, if he stands for democracy, he should stand for Ukraine.
Okay. You have a Facebook page that you have set up with
Yeah.
information about your organization. Would you be able to share with us the name of your organization again? I know you mentioned it earlier, and how we can get information and resources to you.
Okay, my organization, I have a Facebook page. It's consortium of the veteran organization of the East. It unites a veteran organization from the eastern part of Ukraine. It's the biggest organization in this part. And the main activity you can find in our page. And also I can send you our presentation with a direction what we are planning to do in peaceful Ukraine. But now the main idea is to work with our target groups and to help them and to support them, and of course to support the territory defense units and their needs, and any support in this kind would be appreciated.
Okay. And is there anything else that we can be doing to support you at this moment in the Ukrainian people?
I think it's a good opportunity, and I'm very grateful to you for this, to just talk about what really happened, and to not like a media person, but an average person who tried to survive in this situation. And I would be grateful if we can talk in sometimes about situation, because the needs is changing very quickly, and I don't know what to be next, because for now we need food, and maybe for tomorrow we will have another need. So I just can state that there are a priority things that we need. We should communicate, and if you can, please help.
Okay. I want to thank you very much. Thank you for being so brave, and just for, persevering in such a difficult time. Anything that we can do to help, just let us know. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.